Good morning, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
So it is 5:52 a.m. We've been on the road for close to an hour and a half, I think, after a 3 a.m. wake up. We're on our way to the Limestone coast in South Australia. So we have got a massive 3 days of driving ahead of us. Plan is we're going along the Limestone coast to find pretty much the most beautiful isolated beaches to camp up at. We'll keep you updated.
The Limestone coast is a rugged stretch of coastline south of Adelaide, known for its stunning beaches of turquoise water and breathtaking limestone sea stacks and cliffs, not to mention the exquisite food and wine. Our plan setting out was to see as much of that gorgeous coastline as possible, starting at Port Macdonald and heading west along the coastline to tackle the infamous beach run between Beachport and Robe, then on to Coorong National Park. In this episode, we'll take you along with us for the journey from our home in Brisbane, across New South Wales and Victoria, to finally make it to the Limestone coast. As you'll see, from the very first day of our journey, we'd faced more challenges than we bargained for.
Alright guys, welcome to another Frozy Adventures. And today, what an adventure we got.
What an adventure.
So, long story short, wake up 3 a.m, leaving the house 4:30. After 2 hours of driving, first trouble with the rear bar. I lost the bracket, so the rear bar was like hanging out,
Bouncing.
so I have to do some work with the strap and ratchet, and then after maybe another hour or two, the alternator just gave up. So
Let's just say a lot of French curse words came drifting out of our car in that moment.
yes, that we didn't record it.
Yeah, alternator, like the light comes on.
Yeah, doesn't charge the battery, which is very annoying. But on the good side, look where we are. Look at this spot. And so the story is, so when we found out with the alternator, we tried to contact mechanics around. No one was answering.
Someone finally picked up. I was
Yeah.
so shocked that it took me a moment to register and start speaking.
Yeah, which was 4 hours from where we went,
Yeah.
from where we were.
But it was along the way and pretty much just half an hour to where we were actually going to be camping,
Yeah.
which was Warrumbungle National Park.
Something like that.
Yeah, so it was just meant to be a little stop
Yeah.
with a nice view, but very crowded, I think.
And so yeah, we arrived to the mechanic. He had a little check on the alternator, and he cannot do anything for the moment because he probably needs to pull the alternator apart. It might be like a little thing on the inside that he couldn't figure out this afternoon. So what he said, he was like, oh, I've got my property like 5 minutes from the workshop. If you guys like, you're welcome to stay there for the night, and so you don't have to, because yeah, he is gonna do the alternator tomorrow morning, so we don't have to drive half an hour to where we were supposed to be and then drive back half an hour to here. So I was like, yeah, just come on my property.
And absolutely gorgeous. And on top of that, he said, oh, like, well, I'll drive you up to the top of the hill, and on our way up, we'll just stop at my dam, and we'll throw in some crab pots and get you some yabbies out.
So we're gonna have some yabbies for dinner, well, at least part of the dinner, because they're pretty little and we probably need a few of them. But look at this, there's 4, and how cool is that?
And he actually he's thrown in some more pots, and he said in half hour or so he expects them to be absolutely chockers full, so he's bringing some more up to us.
Yeah,
honestly, How kind are people? It's so generous, and this is just absolutely surpasses any expectations we had for the first night stop.
I think what we can say today is when it rains, it doesn't always pour. Am I right?
I think you're right.
Yeah. Like even in the bad situations and everything, there's always a little sunshine. So,
and that's definitely what you had in your mind when there was all the French cursing coming out from under the car.
That was what I was saying. I was just saying prayers in French.
I understand enough French to know that's not true.
Anyway,
we're gonna have some more beers,
some
and
brewskis to finish the day on a good note.
Cook up our yabbies pretty soon, I reckon.
And then just
enjoy the sunset.
Yeah, which is gorgeous. Catch you later, guys. Morning everyone!
Good morning!
Day 2 on our adventures.
And the fun continues.
Yes! So a little update. So now Maurice is in good hands. Well, at least his alternator is in good hands. So we dropped it at the mechanic this morning, and then it's just gonna pull the alternator apart and then see if he can figure out what's wrong with it. So we just walk into that little town, which is called how's it called again?
I can't bloody say it.
Coonabarra Brown something. Yeah, something like that. Which is a little cute town, I'd say.
Yeah, very cute. But the next issue we've discovered.
Stop it.
What?
Yeah, we found maybe another issue with the solar panel, but on a positive way. It's sunny, it's nice, we had coffee, and we're on the way to a crystal shop which is owned by the mother of our mechanic, and we're gonna try to get some good vibes thing crystal to give us good luck for the end of the trip.
Yeah.
So see how we go. Keep you updated. All right, just walk up to the shop with some energy bracelets that give us some good energy, positive balance and other stuff. So
good vibes only.
Yeah. Alright, we're back on the road. Woo! So the mechanic kind of fixed the alternator, which is good, and the solar panel seems to be working again, so I think those little it's giving us good light. So obviously, yeah, we kind of behind schedule, but that's fine. We just take it slow and safe, and then we'll get there when we get there.
Lucky Charms on board, we push on to try and make up as much ground as we can, with the hope that we'll have a better day. We may not usually be superstitious, but after such a shocker of a first day, we were willing to take just about any extra help we could in the luck department.
Okay, so day 2 of driving done and dusted. Yo!
Yep.
So we've made it into a camp. Now it's not the one we planned because we were delayed setting out this morning because of having the mechanic fixing up the alternator for us. So we didn't really get going until about midday. But that's okay because we had a look on Wiki Camps and found this little spot. Yeah.
Wicked spot. So, and this is actually a rest area. So, like, there's a highway going like over there. So, like, we can hear the road, which is a bit annoying, but yeah, look at this
It'll
spot.
do us for the night.
Like,
Let's have a little look.
When we heard about rest area, we were like, oh, maybe it's gonna be like a car park or something. And there's like other cars parked at the entry, like caravan and a tent and everything. But yeah, we just followed the track a little bit more.
Yeah,
and
I
then,
got a little Wiki Camps tip.
And then over here, there's a little creek, a bit too dirty to have a dip, but yeah, it's
not dirty, it's just mud.
Yeah. But yeah, I reckon that'll do us for the night. That'll do us.
As the third day of our journey dawns, we rise bright and early to make a decent start on the drive. At this point, we know we've still got a lot of ground to cover, so despite our slight weariness, we push on. Some of us may be working slightly harder than others.
Well, look what we have here. Someone was fixing something underneath the car and dropped a spanner on his head. I hear this, ouch. And then I'm like, oh, are you okay? Oh, give it a little wipe. Yeah. Oh gosh, look at that. And then he's like, oh no, it's okay. And I'm like, I think that you might want to take a look at that. That's like split open. So I'm going to patch him up now. That's going to be a really big bruise, I reckon. Boo-boo fixed.
Just hitting some traffic. Vaga. Look at that.
we only have 3 hours left to drive tomorrow, and then we have officially reached the Limestone coast. So we are really pumped, and I reckon by the time we actually make it there, it's going to be such an awesome feeling after all the little hold-ups we've had along the journey. So yeah, it's going to be a good night tonight. Bless you. Catches.
Determined to pull my weight after being caught sleeping on the job, I decide to do a little searching on Wikicamps to find us a cracking camp for the night. After a bit of hunting, I find a spot in Wales State Forest, right next to Little Desert National Park, that I think will be a real treat for us after a few long days on the road. Despite some initial worries that we'd have to share our campground with unwanted camping mates, we soon pull up to a gorgeous spot that we have all to ourselves.
Alright, and camp we found. What? That's a little nice little spot. It's not too bad.
We've got the place to ourselves. There's no one else here camped near us, and it's really quite pretty.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
And the snakes.
Just one. Morning everyone.
Morning.
Day 4 on the road, and today we're gonna reach our destination.
Woohoo! The
Hopefully.
Limestone coast.
Hopefully.
Yeah, let's not jinx ourselves.
So right now we're in Victoria, which is one state away from the Limestone coast.
Woo.
So pretty excited. We have actually a little bit more than 2 hours drive this morning,
Yeah, not far at all.
and before reaching the Limestone coast we're gonna get some supplies that we need, fill up the water, a bit of groceries and bits and pieces.
Definitely some spare ratchet straps because, yeah, that back
That comes
rear
in.
bar.
Well, it's holding it, so
It is holding for now, but we want to be prepared for anything that may come astray, particularly once we get onto some sand tracks on the coast, because that can get pretty bouncy, pretty hairy, I've heard. So we want to be nice and secure and have things to be able to do any repair work that we might need. So yeah, we're just gonna cruise for a couple more hours and then arrive into the Limestone coast, and we'll check in with you then. Catches. We made it! We're on the Limestone coast.
And it's not cold at all. Not at all for poor Queenslander's body.
No, it's when the sun's out, it's absolutely glorious. Check out our favorite beach. That is drop dead gorgeous. So cool.
Yeah.
Oh, super happy. So yeah, we made it here. This is our first glimpse of the Limestone coast. We're probably going to head a little way along the coastline, maybe to the south end, maybe to Beachport. We're in Cape Northumberland at the moment. We'll see where it takes us and camp up for the night somewhere nice.
Well, we're not sure we've ever had such an eventful start to a trip, but it's certainly shown us that sometimes, when things don't go according to plan, the unexpected can lead to the best adventure, with a little luck and the generosity of strangers. And our journey's really only just beginning. Tune in next time to join us as we tackle the infamous Beachport to Robe beach run, battling some of the softest, boggiest sand around, and weaving our way in and out of a maze of dune systems, eventually finding an epic spot to bring in the new year. Thanks for coming along on our adventure with us. As always, if you enjoyed watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and say g'day in the comments section down below.